On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got Green. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, it's Murray. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Quick slant caught by Kirk, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against, but you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Murray now on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Murray now on 1st down. Finding Ertz again. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
First carry for James Conner. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. 4th down and on his Ty Long to punt. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Arizona.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray giving to Connor on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Murray off play action. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defensive time you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24, Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, 26 yards, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's J.J. Watt, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. This is caught. Touchdown. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 7.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it, and I can't wait to see when they decided.
And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Going deep here for Allen. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about...
Is this intercepted? It is! It's intercepted! Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Well, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 2nd and 15 now. Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Herbert on first down now. Open man is Palmer. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't it? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with go in the first half. Throwing again, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half from Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Herbert off of play action. He finds his target, Allen. The 20. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. Edmonds a first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
First down, Murray. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, it's Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 40. Murray now. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
They'll run here with Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14.
42, Chargers 28. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert now. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over here up near the 40. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now a dump off here complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down. To counter. Now Murray. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing...
And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Now it's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in the kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Play fake, Murray. It's caught right side by Daniels. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jordan Phillips in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of winning this game.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from a yard out. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Herbert going to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Throwing, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Back to throw it, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Able to get away. Forced out to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big pickup there on the scramble. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Murray now to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself,
and the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not a pool. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta pay my next around.